providing support and also providing summer camps for them to spend time with their families and really get that great outdoors experience. Whereas on the other side, the council playing for UNICEF India's COVID-19 relief fund, where obviously it's a really rough situation over there right now with the virus. So really hoping to raise some funds there to help with oxygen tanks and other kinds of support. So two really great causes. Be sure to check them out. But now our teams are pretty much ready to go here on Oasis. The hero pick's coming in immediately cool.
Oh my!
Yeah, we're
The
20
fast
seconds away.
walking. I mean, we see Darth and Narcissus on their regular Pharaohs. Something I really want to see here. It's definitely one of the most exciting matches to watch, just because a lot of the hero picks on both sides are kind of like an even match, I would say.
For sure, and I think something that's also pretty fun here is that Darth and Narcissus have been longtime teammates across multiple teams, but now they're facing each other off, or facing off with each other here on that Pharah pick. So rolling out on Rhyme comps are both these teams here on Gardens. So we see Darth Ackley kind of taking pole position over the point here, aided by the mercy of Khan, raining down shots as it seems that OK Boomer a little slower on the drop here. We now are reaching the high ground led by the capable shield of Captain Ready. Swinging away is that Ryan as air cooldowns, rockets, all that good stuff go out onto the ground here. Bit of a battle for aerial superiority, excuse me. But it seems without any kills being taken, or sorry, hold that thought as a wide charge comes out from Captain Ready, takes Drillbit all the way across the map here. But it's in fact Drillbit who comes out with the kill, takes him out in turn. But Narcissus wins his duel on the other side of the map here, so we've got pretty much even trade so far. A barrage already from Narcissus. He goes down, but the damage has been done.
Yeah, that was a really well-timed barrage, especially baiting out the window from Cornet. And that just kind of steals in the fight, getting that 4K with the barrage. But poor Cornet, unfortunately, his lamp was supposed to hit a wall, but ended up just going straight through the wall and into the enemy backlines, which
oh no,
put him a lamp down before the fight even started.
Right, and now before this next fight starts, Darth, done with the Pharah duel, will now be switching over to the Echo. That's right, someone on Pharah, at least for one fight, got the better of Mr. Ackley here, but Gubbs gets the better of Sox with that Hanzo arrow, so that early pick's gonna be huge here for the Council to try to push in off of. Shinflex will quickly correct that pick, however. The Councils have already taken position on point. Darth's rock or sticky bombs going out on Sox, but there's a shatter on the side here. Captain Ready swinging away, knocking down two. A high noon comes out on the other end though from Druid. He's taken out first troubles. Even then, Narcissus once again lining up the kill feed and looking pretty good for OK Boomer.
Yep. Both teams looking pretty stacked with ultimates here as the fight keeps raging on. The red team, the Council, while having the high ground, is unable to do much with it and it's just forced off. Darth actually giving it a tactical reset as Cable gets caught off by Narcissus before he falls. But honestly, the Council here just have to break through this high ground defense. With the entirety of OK Boomers in the high ground, they don't have much to do, as they have the poke advantage. As the OK Boomers are going to have the poke advantage on them.
Absolutely.
But as soon as they drop, and as soon as they get to the high ground, that Pharah of Narcissus is going to be a menace. And as we say that, he's already rotating to the backline, getting a huge barrage off. Oh my.
Gubbs and the mech as well. There is a shatter out from Drillbit, but it won't amount to much but his own death in this fight as Druid picks up two. Captain Ready with a pin here on Cable as well as Darth for the second time in two fights takes a dive into the drink. 87% and ticking here. Council on their last ropes.
Yep, the Council definitely having the ult advantage here, but unless they're able to break through and actually get to the OK Boomers, not much is going to happen here. Gubbs trying the best to get onto point here, but unfortunately is not able to and just keeps getting backed up. But Drobit has the touch, grab the
and the grab comes out as well. The bomb too from Cable to zone out the rest of OK Boomer. There's a high noon off in the distance from Druid and it's massive. Picks up three, and that just might be curtains for this fight. Just stragglers here for OK Boomer to clean up. Although, as I say that, Drillbit and Cable making me eat crow a little bit here. The D.Va and the Ball actually managing to clean up the fight despite Druid's massive ultimate.
They definitely have some massive coordination going on there. As soon as Drobit slammed, Darth just got insane amounts of damage with those sticky bombs. And as you can see, he was able to build an entire ultimate off of it. But now coming into this next fight, the ultimates look pretty even here. All the OK Boomers have to work with here is a shatter from Captain Ready, but if they can get the barrage procced up with that shatter, they're going to be able to win this next fight. Gubbs and Darth are going to have to be able to shut down Narcissus on this Pharah if they want to even get close to winning this next fight.
For sure, and importantly, Drill is still on the ball here. He can't switch back to the Rhine, so they won't really have that shield to work around, but Gubs deals with the problem in the sky by just shooting at it. Narcissus is down. Captain Ready does take out Gubs in his troubles, though. The one-for-one trade here. The window is out from Sox, but Sox looking worse for wear. Able to finish off the kill on the Baptiste. This is anyone's fight right now. Cable continues trying to swing it in the favor of the Council. Narcissus is back, though. Barrage is out. Has taken out 2 before, but the barrage does not come up with anything here. Druid and Yellow Guy joining into the chorus of murder happening on the point here, but it's just Darth Ackley and a dream as the point is being swung right back around in the favor of OK Boomer. Gubs joins in, takes out Druid, but Darth Ackley's already down. Kind of Hail Mary High Noon actually delivers, takes out the Zarya, but Sox is back. It's a total skirmish on point here.
Absolutely. Ults being thrown left, right, and center. Nothing coherent is really happening on point here, but all we know is the ult advantage is on the side of the Council, and it's massively showing here as the mines are on point, doing massive amounts of damage. And as I say that, Cornet with the window coming out, pushing the entirety of the OK Boomers all the way back.
Yep, it was just Narcissus there, but that window from Korn definitely prevents any kind of other stall heroes coming in. And now the tables have been turned at 90% here for the Council. They've got the Diva Bomb to work with, but not much else. Druid came up huge with the High Noon earlier. We'll see if he can do it again. This is for all the marbles. This here fight. Point starts flipping the direction of OK Boomer, but the contest comes in. Gubs takes out Narcissus once again, recognizing the threat of that Pharah. Cable with a massive bomb just on the edge of that ledge, taking out Captain Ready and Druid. 2 massive picks in this fight. It's really just the tank line of OK Boomer left, especially after that res from Captain Ready. And although he has taken out Korn, it's that Rhine against the world. And this time around, the world will come out on top. 100-99 for the Council.
What an insane match. That Diva Bomb right on the edge was able to pick all of the OK Boomers that were on the low ground that were just hoping that the bomb wouldn't reach them right underneath the edge.
Yeah, perfect placement there from Cable.
Perfect play. Yeah, you couldn't have said it better.
It was just great stuff from the Council. I mean, they swung that around from being down 99-0, so incredible discipline from this team to just kind of be facing that potential scenario of losing one fight, losing the point, and actually just swinging it all the way back around. So now we're on University.
We have a bunch of swaps coming out though. Darth back on the Pharah, Korn and Khan running the Bap Lucio, and Narcissus on the Junkrat now, and Sox on the Moira. Oh, and I forgot to mention Yellow Guy on the Zarya, which is a pick that he shows a lot of in Pugs, but we haven't seen it much in World for Charity so far.
Indeed, yeah, we saw in that last, for sure. We saw it a little bit in that last round, but hopefully in this round, he can also make that pick work out as the fight breaks out here in this kind of side room around the mini pack. Gubs once again takes out Narcissus. A bit of, I call Darth and Narcissus being the rivalry here, but it really seems like Gubs and Narcissus are the ones going for each other as Drillbit pins all the way in, and it's looking very good for the Council here. Khan gets the res on Korn as well. Council with full positioning on point. OK Boomer forced to retreat.
The Council opening up strong on this map of Oasis, whereas they had a lackluster opening on the last map, but they ended up clutching it up super easily as Darth gets another pick, taking out Chinflex before the fight even starts. The damage with the Pharah spam definitely doing work here.
For sure, and this time, yeah.
I was gonna say, as we speak of the Pharah, the OK Boomers now have 2 hit scans to try to deal with Darth, but we have to see how that works out. As both the hit scans are just getting peppered with this long range, just absolute massive poke damage.
Absolutely, it's just so hard to get in position here. Even this rotation is taking so much damage. But they made into the mini room. That said, they lose their Rhine immediately to a stun, and then the capable hammer of Drill taking him down. And just like that, cool, the fight ends as soon as it begins.
Druid in the back, Druid. The question mark.
Gets blown to smithereens for his troubles. It's back to the drawing board for OK Boomer here.
OK Boomer not going to have many ults to work with as they've made a bunch of swaps. But Narcissus is now on the Ashe, trying to deal with a bit more long-range hit scan damage compared to the Soldier. But the counts are coming up on 6 massive ults. They're going to have every single ult, whereas the OK Boomer are going to have to bank off this High Noon. And maybe a Coalescence for this next fight.
Sure, the window out from Korn to kick that off. A barrage through the window as well, but really good position there.
It's Druid. He gets Darth, but he gets knocked off the map by Cable.
Turnabout is fair play. But a huge shatter from Captain Ready takes out 3. There is a High Noon in the back from Gubs, and the Drill says one good shatter deserves another. Coupled with that shatter, Gubs getting 2 from that High Noon, make it 3 with that final kill on Narcissus. And OK Boomer once again, 90% here, their backs against the wall.
That was definitely massive. Cable going in around the back of the little room, the mini room, booping Captain Ready out, and he was not able to block the shatter because of it. Just got booped right in front of the Ryan. That to block the Hydra and block the shatter, unfortunately could not block either, as he was on the ground laying there helpless.
Sure, that's a massive play. And speaking of laying there helpless, it looks like most of OK Boomer, including Yellow Guy, knocked to the ground by that shatter. Just stall heroes in, but it's not looking too hot for them, as the Council looks like they'll be taking University and Oasis 99-0.
Victory.
The reverse sweep first map definitely made a difference there. I would not have seen it coming.
Me either.
Not one bit.
It seemed very evenly matched, but I think in the second, here it is, right? Like Narcissus on Pharaoh was such a problem for them. And we're seeing this here. This may have been like the opening barrage here on University, or on Gardens.
Yeah, the opening barrage are getting 3.
Just nasty. But as soon as they really started trying to focus down Narcissus, Gubbs in particular was on Narcissus duty.
Mission accomplished.
Things started to go a bit more south for OK Boomer.
And especially with Darth, especially with Darth on the Echo at the end of that round, it really helped them kind of apply more pressure onto the Pharaoh and also get a lot more damage in there. But on University, that Pharaoh really put in a lot of long-range poke. Even with 2 hit scans, they just could not deal with it.
Yeah, they just couldn't really get in position. And of course, Darth, more than most people, knows as far fair angles for sure. So, yeah.
Really excited for this next match. The OK Boomer's gonna have to pull something out to try to turn this around once again.
Indeed. We will be heading to Hanamura here, but before we do, we'll head to a quick break. So don't go anywhere. Be sure to stock up on whatever beverage you're drinking. We'll be back after the jump with some more of this match.
hasn't quite stopped me from dreaming. Didn't get far, but I'm still hanging on to the feeling. For a moment I was special, but I should have known better than to fall in love. I've still got questions, but I've learned my lesson. Love, is that enough? Oh, is that enough? Oh, I said, is that
Welcome back, everybody, from the break for our Overwatch for Charity play-ins, as we are currently watching OK Boomer take on the Council. See who will proceed to our quarterfinals later tonight. I'm Blank, joined here by Cool Ranch, and looks like, I mean, from that first map, we got a series on our hands potentially.
Potentially, yeah. It looked really close, especially that first round. 199, just giving me the goosebumps just watching it happen.
For sure, just constant back and forth fights between these two teams. Of course, while our teams do get set up, it's worth mentioning we were showing some stats during the break here. And I think it's worth discussing them a little bit because they do kind of really speak to how these two teams play. So for instance, on the other side, on one side, we've got the Council, who are huge fans of that Reinhardt, with Drillbit leading the charge, doing a ton of damage done, and especially damage blocked here, 22,000 per 10 minutes. So definitely a team that favors those Rhine comps, as he's loaded into that currently on the top right of our screen. Whereas on the other side, actually, we'll get back to Narcane stats in a bit as our round is about to start, but we've got two Rhine comps locked and loaded in the server. Gubs on the Widow, Narcissus on the Torb. This is going to be a fun one.
Definitely, you can already see the meme pics coming out. I mean, Gubs has the Gub sacks on today. You can definitely tell. Absolutely.
Good old Gubs.
Oh my, that shot just barely grazed Druid's head.
With every death,
Deary me.
Yeah, Druid, speaking of, is now on his trademark Ash, one of his kind of classic hero picks here on the defense. As now we see the Council approaching the choke here, Captain Ready and Yellow Guy holding the back left corner, as one likely should on this Ryan Zarya comp. So the classic comps, classic positioning coming out, as here, off the speed with Khan, they rush through, and Gubs, the quick pick on Druid. It is quickly rezzed, however, by Chin Flex, but all that's happening, the is feeling out, but the Captain Ready goes down quickly. Druid and Narcissus trying to equalize here, but lots of trades happening on both sides, as Narcissus using the overload, pushing forward, really daring the Council to come in onto this point, as they too are down numbers. Darth Ackley on that Reaper, though, will teleport deep into the point, going all the way in and actually getting the pick on Narcissus, uses the bubble and the Wraith Form to get out, and it's looking really good for the Council here.
Yeah. I mean, Drillbit was constantly on life support that entire engagement. All the damage coming in from Druid and Narcissus just kept him on his back foot with the shield construct, and Khan getting a massive 2k as we speak. Poor
sure.
Captain Ready falling off the map straight into the drink.
Yep, unfortunately not a 2k boop for those of you clutching your bingo cards, but it was a 1k boop, followed by a kill from the primary fire, as 5 minutes and 30 seconds in the bank here for the Council as they rush to second.
Speaking of in the bank, Old Stoneface just tipped $20.62, which is insane.
That is
and all
fantastic.
this is going to charity, so this is amazing.
Yeah, a great player, a great caster, and a great dude all around. Thank you so much, Old Stone, for the support. Dropping some cash in the donation pot. Now we've got our fight breaking out on high ground here. The beat coming out for the Council to support this engage, as the Molten Core is also out from Narcissus. Tries to catch him on the high ground, but the Council are already near their spawn. Narcissus and Druid getting a couple picks here, but the Council seem to have done the damage, though as I say that, the Bob comes out from Druid and puts that whole idea to bed. It's just Cable left.
Absolutely massive. Druid, someone got pinned there, but Druid saved their life by kind of booping him back, and the Molten Core just kind of chipped at Drobit until he died before the pin even hit the wall. And we've come to a pause here.
Right. Looks like Gubs' internet, unfortunately, is not being super friendly.
Yeah. This sucks.
Yeah. Hopefully we
Yeah.
can figure out what's. Sorry.
Happens to the best of us.
It really does. I mean, I've complained about my potato and my terrible internet time and time again, and it's really unfortunate when it happens in the middle of a tournament match. So hopefully we can have that figured. And yep, Gubs has left the game, unfortunately. But yeah, this does give us a moment while we wait to discuss the stats a little further here. As we were mentioning, Drillbit on that Reinhardt doing a ton of work and also having quite a lot of time played on the hero, really favoring these comps. And we're seeing it here, right, from the council. The way they engaged here, Droll leading the charge, doing a ton of damage. I mean, 18.4 eliminations per 10 doesn't happen for free, for sure.
Definitely. The ultra aggressive playstyle definitely gets him a lot of value.
For sure. And I mean, we saw some of that ball as well coming out on Oasis, and I think it really worked in their favor, but definitely a team that enjoys the Rhine comps. On the other side, though, on OK Boomer, we've got some stats from Narcane, who unfortunately isn't playing today, but I think really reflects how this team likes to play around their Pharah if they've got one in the lobby, whether it's Narcane or Narcissus. Take your Narc pick. There's a better pun there. I'm sure folks in chat can outdo me on that one. But Narcane yesterday in the qualifiers clocked in 24.1 final blows per 10, which is a ridiculously high amount, especially considering he only died just about 5 times per 10 minutes on average.
Oh my.
So just a deadly Pharah player who definitely knows his angles, but is also supported well by his team. So OK Boomer, definitely a team that if they pull out that Pharah pick, they certainly know how to play around it.
And as we speak, Gubs is loaded back into the match. Hopefully everything is fine. That was perfect timing just as we wrap that up.
Yes, thank you, Gubs. Very, very calculated.
Very calculated.
Yeah. Unfortunately, though, for Gubs, I believe his ult charge may be reset from that, which, I mean, they've got 444 in the time bank, but it's still kind of rough, especially because they're coming up to that grab. Let's quickly check if Boomer are ready. And if that's the case, let's get this fired back up.
Yeah, let's get the show back on the road.
Indeed. So 4 minutes and 40 seconds on the time bank here for the council. The first attack, fortunately for them, fizzles out a little bit, but they've still got plenty of time to mount an offensive here on Hanamura B.
It's really going to be hard, especially with them having that grab dragon ready, which is now gone. So they're going to have to rely on either something else or help Gubs get this dragon back. But both teams having a fair bit of ults in the bank. Captain Ready already up to a shatter, and Cable already up to the grab, as well as Corn with the window. But it just seems like it's either going to be an ult fiesta here.
For sure. They have a couple engage tools, but it looks like they're going all the way across. A nice block from Drill protects some of his team from the shatter. But ultimately, Drill, the fire strike takes out Narcissus. He does die for it, though. The window out from Corn, and Captain Ready is fortunately a very dead Reinhardt here. Darth actually taking a position on the point, starting to force the objective here as Druid and Chinflex in a bit of an uncomfortable position on that top right, trying to pepper in the damage. Druid has to give up the high ground. Darth has to help Boomer in the back, though.
Yeah, Darth Ackley just waiting there patiently, has his Death Blossom ready, possibly going for a drop in here. But both supporters are kind of peppering him in as the rest of his team is there to back him up now.
Yeah, 2 grabs on the field, but a Death Blossom comes out as well from Darth. Still, great plays from OK Boomer to just catch that in its tracks. Darth immediately killed off by Druid's Ash. And despite both those grabs coming out, I mean, it was interesting how OK Boomer put out their grab first. Captain Ready tried to pin into that, but immediately Cable used his own to kind of stop the Rhine from doing too much. But still, Druid and Co. saved the day. And
both teams looking fairly dry on ults here. All we can possibly see up for this upcoming fight is Druid's Bob and Narcissus' Molten Core on the side of OK Boomers. But on the side of the Council, they're only going to have this Dragon and maybe Khan's beat before the end of this next fight. So they might have to drive push this one. And as we speak, Narcissus uses their Molten Core, but Darth just absolutely taking them out from that cheeky little off angle there.
Yeah, just midway through the ult cast animation, but Captain Ready with a very slick pin there on Drillbit. Will take him out as Chinflex resurrects the kill on Druid. Darth Ackley, though, punishing it Chin for that res. Now back on that Pharah, doing the work that he is famous for. But still, this Torp turret is causing them some trouble. Gubs, though, says, oh, hold that thought. A massive shatter from Captain Ready will knock down most of the Council. And Gubs is taken out. Darth is still on a tear here, but it's still the Council on the outside looking in. 2 minutes and 18 seconds on the time bank.
Like, no matter how many starting picks you get here in Hanamura, unless you can take that space, you really can't push in. And Darth is definitely doing their work here, and so is Gubs, honestly. Gubs getting those opening picks, but for some reason, the Council is just not able to take that space. Is it because of I don't know if it's because of Captain Ready is having so many resources being pumped into him at this point, but we don't know. And as I speak, the Council absolutely rushing in with the Dragons, absolutely destroying that high ground.
Yep, and I think this is the opening they've been looking for. Captain Ready once again got a pretty slick pin kill there, but unfortunately that was all the OK Boomer were able to register in that fight as the Council, now with that window up top from Korn and Gubs shooting those Hanzo arrows through it, should be shredding this spot pretty quickly here. Drill bit is all set up. Captain Ready tries to pin back, and now there's a window on the other end, but a beat comes out from Khan to help that front line sustain, and Darth Ackley just doing Darth things. 2 quick picks for the Pharah there. The grab out is off the table, 1 fire strike. That tank line is gone from OK Boomer. The Council fully entrenched on this point.
Yeah, Joe, seeing that window opportunity, no pun intended, takes that fire strike and gets 3 with it. Absolutely massive.
Great stuff from the Council there, and you can't help but wonder if they didn't lose Gubs' Dragons earlier to the DC, if they might have been able to use the Grab Dragon to break through in the top kind of high ground, but they break through anyways, and the Pharah Surge from Darth is not a moment too soon as it helps deliver them Hanamura point B.
I mean, that dragon was huge, absolutely clearing the high ground. The only place the tanks of OK Boomers had to go was that little alleyway by the stairs, but in that alleyway, they're just kind of getting peppered from all sides. Absolutely huge plays coming out from the side of the Council, not even using a single Grab Dragon that round.
Right, yeah, but even then, like, Gubs' Dragon was able to just get so much done, even though it wasn't necessarily paired with the Grab in terms of clearing that high ground.
Yeah, it just did all the damage and all the air now it needed. Perfectly played there, honestly.
For sure. Now Gubs still on that Gubzo. I'm so sorry. I can't believe I said that out loud.
The Gubzo, no.
That's so terrible.
Khan performing the ritual of jumping off the map whenever possible.
For sure, but otherwise not too much. I mean, the comps here a little unsurprising, save for Druid and Narcissus here teasing a Symmetra Reaper. So looks like we're gonna get an old-fashioned TP to point and hope that the Reaper and the turrets are able to clean it up from there kind of strat. We'll see if it works out for OK Boomer here, and or whether if the Council are actually ready for this.
And the Council here have Darth on the Echo and Korn on the Ana, which is a perfect counter threat for something like a TP. Just that amount of splash damage and anti coming in could just stop any TP progress from happening.
For sure, and I think Drill and Co have scouted this. They're kind of expecting it. They must be at this point. But Drill is actually playing full frontline, watching the members of OK Boomer disappear in front of him as they teleport, but Captain Ready's health has also disappeared, coming out the other end. And save for losing Drillbit, the Council here leading up.
Yeah, exactly. Just the pure amount of spam and just damage on the team of the Council, just able to completely wipe that TP clean, no matter how many people you send through there at once. Absolutely terrifying to see that. Never have ever seen a Ryan melted that fast.
Honestly, and I mean, OK Boomer not having any more of that, Narcissus immediately switching to the Kree, and Druid to the Hanzo, as Cable and Drill now kind of feeling a bit more comfortable holding the door here, knowing that that teleport might not come out this time around. Let's kind of jump to the Gubs cast here. I think we owe the audience that much, as Gubs is on the point, peppering in arrows, but Druid's Hanzo is the first one to draw blood here, taking out Drillbit. Gubs trying to chuck these logs, gets a nice one on Socks, but the Immortality Field means that that map is looking just fine for now. It looks like OK Boomer rotating around the top left here, trying to get their whole team across despite the stickies of Darth Ackley peppering the shield of Captain Ready there. They've made the rotation now, though. They're on point. Captain Ready's taking out Korn, and Gubs is in trouble. The logs, unfortunately, not doing too much, and that Hanzo is a dead Hanzo. Narcissus takes him out. There's a hammer on the side here from Drill, knocks down 2, but the quick pin from Captain Ready, call that peeling for your team, and it's just Cable left.
I mean, they're just trying their best to stall this point out. Khan just spinning around that little center belt. So slippery, unable to do anything though. Dies at the hands of Druid. That poor arrow going straight through his chest. Yep. But yeah, both
and
teams
OK Boomer,
kind of...
Sorry, I cut you off there.
No, don't even worry about it. Yeah, the time bank looking pretty good for the OK Boomers here with 5 minutes left. And also their ult bank is looking pretty decent, especially with this Dragon, Shatter, Nano, and High Noon coming up here. They definitely pull something similar to what the Council pulled on High Ground, where they can just kind of Dragon to force everybody off.
Exactly.
But I guess we're gonna have to see what comes up here.
Yeah, it just works right at my mouth. The Dragon worked so well there for Gubs in the last round. We'll see if it does the same for Druid here. But it looks like OK Boomer just kind of rotating around the ledge. They don't want to go up those stairs just yet, perhaps anticipating a duplicate from Darth. And as I say that, he's in on that Ryan, pinning all the way in, takes that chin flex immediately. But before the Shatter can even land, Captain Ready grabs him. Another Shatter comes out from Captain Ready, but Drill pins him and kills him for his troubles. Narcissus, though, says, "You're not taking out my run without a fight." The High Noon grabs Korn. And now the Council backs against the wall on point, but they have the numbers. They've got Cable, Zarya, and they are looking pretty good on this defense here.
I don't know if you noticed that, but I feel like they planned it out where Cable bubbled Drobit right as he charged to prevent the Shatter from landing.
Oh, that's brilliant. A huge play from Zarya then, if that's
Definitely.
the case.
Yeah, both blocking the Shatter and then taking out Captain Ready. That was amazing to watch.
Yeah, and not only that, they basically just used a duplicate in that last fight, so the Council looking pretty kind of, they've got a hefty ult bank. Let's just put it that way. But now, on the other side, OK Boomer coming up to that grab Dragon. We'll see whether Druid opts to chucking the Dragon or will wait for the grab here. As Darth on that Pharah, doing Darth things, trying to chase down Narcissus in the side room and will get the better of that tree here. Darth already opening it up here, and a huge shatter from Captain Ready.
Slamming down the Council's judgment on the entirety of OK Boomers. Oh my, that was a massive shatter, completely catching Captain Ready off guard. I feel like they were trying to plan a rotation across the bridge here, but Drill just said nope, not today, as he just slammed that hammer, taking out, I think there was 5 of them, right?
I think,
with the exception of Narcissus, who got taken out earlier.
Indeed, yeah, 4 or 5 of them. But in either case, I think there was a bit of hesitation from OK Boomer, going like, "Oh, we've lost our McCree. What's the correct play here? Do we engage down 1?" And Drill takes advantage of that hesitation, immediately slams it. But Druid with a quick pick on Korn here. Now down 1 healer are the Councils. The grab comes immediately out. So too does the Dragon. The lamp is out, but it's only gonna last so long as Gubs takes out chin flex, and no on the field for either team as Darth actually cleans it up. Captain Ready with an exit pick, but that's all OK Boomer will get here, as the Council still holding on.
And they just can't hold against the Council's judgment here. It's just,
I love that line.
Yeah.
It's so good.
You're on this Council. We did not grant you the. I messed up the line.
That's
No,
all
it's the something of Master. The.
Maybe chat can remind us.
Yeah, chat can remind us.
But in either case, from their logo, I know they're Lord of the Rings fans, and this is a pretty intense "you shall not pass" moment. At least the last few minutes have been. But now, the grab is loaded in for Yellow Guy here. That could be their ticket here to try to break this high ground defense. But Dart's already taken up chin flex again. The grab is out, catches 3. But it looks like they're kind of hesitant to push in, and the beat is out as well from Khan, keeping the Council nice and topped up. Drill is nanoed here, pushing all the way in. Pins and actually catches Druid, makes a Jackson Pollock out of that Hanzo against the pillar over there. The Council holding on, and just a minute 20 left in the time.
That beat barely saving Druid's or Darth's skin as he was flashed and getting right clicked by Narcissus, but that beat came in perfectly right as the last shot was about to hit. And that was just a massive play there. The Council really using their ults well, kind of using the bare minimum to hold on to the point. And that's really showing over this defense as they've held this for what, almost 4 minutes now?
Yeah, it has been 4 minutes. That's insanely good. And now, I mean, OK Boomer are just pushing this down main. They don't even want to bother the high ground, which frankly is pretty risky, but especially with that purple coming in, Darth with a barrage takes out 2. Gubs joins into the chorus of death here. There is the resurrected Yellow Guy. There's only so much one Zarya can do, and that kind of predictably will signal the retreat here from OK Boomer. They just have 40 seconds if they don't want to go down 0-2 in this series.
Poor Yellow Guy trying to get out with the charge he got after Rez, but just gets taken out once again. So unfortunate, but the Council here coming back up strong with ults, still having the Dragon and the Shatter here to hold this. But on the side of the OK Boomers, they're going to have to do something with that High Noon and that Shatter in order to break through. But Druid is charging up these Dragons super fast, and just as I say that, he went from 30 to 69%, or well, 68%. 69 now, very nice. I just want to say nice.
Nice. But that Dragon has to come up huge here. High Noon isn't really an ult you can game plan as being a fight-winning one, and Darth shows exactly why. Takes out that tree. There is a shatter out on the field, but it won't amount to much from Captain Ready. Drills, however, though, might do one better. I'm not sure that caught anybody, but Drill's hammer does, as Druid is already down. Khan also punching Yellow Guy to death here. Druid did not quite build up that dragon, and that is it for Hanamura B. The Council take it and go up 2-0 in this series.
The council, this could not pass the council's judgment.
Yeah.
That is all I can say.
You shall not pass.
You shall not pass.
Of the game.
And as we said, that Gubs on our screen. I rate the Gubs cast, the solid Gubs cast for about, what was that, most of the point A hold. But definitely a massive grab dragon coming out from the council here.
We should have Gubs casted this. Just casual, but just kind of wiped the team there with that nice grab setup from Cable.
And just the absolute thanks for the play, Darth. As Gubs says in chat, as Darth does end up getting the finishing blows on both of them, but they just sheer amount of damage that dragon did could not be overlooked. Even the people that didn't get caught in the grab were just in that alleyway and just took so much damage from that dragon.
Yeah, and I mean, at that point, despite whatever you might use in terms of the Immortality Field or other sort of defensive cooldowns, there's already so much chip damage happening that it's kind of hard to win out the fight and really swing it after you've been subject to a grab dragon, no matter how many people are standing at first, right? So,
I mean, that's true.
Yeah, so now we'll be heading over to Hollywood here, but before we do, as is custom, we're going to take a quick break just to kind of catch our breath, have some water. We highly recommend, of course, that our audience do the same after that barn burn of a Hanamura we just had. So stick around, heading to a quick break, and Hollywood will be coming at you after the jump.
I want to fly away, far from my mistakes. My baggage has too much weight, hey, hey. So my bed is where I stay. Tell the clouds that I say hey. Clouds that I say.
Welcome back, everybody, from the break. As I misspoke earlier, we're not going to Hollywood. We are going to Eichenwald for our third map of this play-in between the Council and OK Boomer. The Council up 2-0. This is match point for them. And if they take this, they book a ticket to the quarterfinals where they got a rematch with Jazz Hands. Unless OK Boomer has something to say about it.
I mean, yeah, the first map was definitely something. Every single player on both teams was just making massive plays, whether it be nades, whether it be from like their ability usage or their ultimates, like just picks left, right, and center, and like the supports were just doing absolutely massive. A bunch of anti-nade I saw coming in from both sides, and the immortalities coming out from Corn definitely held up.
For sure. Yeah, I mean, both teams firing on all cylinders here, as I guess everyone joins in the con ritual. Hey, okay, it's becoming a team thing now.
And it gives them a slight advantage every time they do it. So
Yeah, that's the secret. That's
that's
the
the
secret,
secret.
ladies, gentlemen, and everyone in between. That is the secret.
As they have
gotta join the
swapped up
con
every
ritual.
single hero who has died.
Oh, so it's
That's
it's a
smart.
bait
It's a bait.
to make them think they're playing Dar Sombra and all the other heroes that I did not notice because I just
Yo-
thought it was a con ritual. As Darth back on that Pharaoh where he's hoping to pop once again. As Premium said in chat, Darth popping. Sounds like the least threatening Sith, but Darth Ackley, I think, is a little more frightening.
And speaking of the Sith, I finally found the line I was trying to say earlier, which I was trying to Druid about over the break, but they're allowed, the OK Boomers are allowed on the council, but they're not allowed the rank of Master.
I love it. Also, you called me Druid, which is a great
Oh,
honor.
I tried to Druid.
That's all good here.
No, I'm sorry, I am absolutely tired, but as
That's
we speak,
alright.
the fight is starting.
Indeed it is. And I have no trouble with Druid. In fact, he is in the server and he's already got 50% to his high noon here, pushing forward with the rest of OK Boomer, putting in those shots, trying to take Darth Ackley out of the sky here. It looks like OK Boomer will be rotating around the left side of this kind of large, what is the word? Goodness, tower in the middle
Building,
here.
Pillar tower.
Pillar, tower, building,
Yeah.
all those things. But
And-
Darth does take out Druid here. Handsome he may be, but he's also back in the spawn for now as the council holding on to the defense here.
Speaking of that tower, the council just getting picks left, right, and center, or the council's getting picked off left, right, and center as they try to rotate around that tower. Immortality came out from Sox, but it just wasn't enough to keep anyone alive.
Yep, and Darth doing a ton of work there. Already got his barrage. Corn 2 already has his nano. I mean to say
don't-
Corn as well. There is no Corn 2. There's just Corn.
Corn and Corn too. But don't count on Narcissus. They have their barrage as well. Both Pharaohs just pumping in massive amount of damage. Actually, all the DPS have their ults right now. Ults building up like, insanely fast this fight. But Cable falling into the backline of the council, barely making it out alive with his mech, and is just forced to back up to point.
Yeah, Cable does back up, gets that bait and that healing from Corn here. Now Cable and the rest of the council pushing forward here. Narcissus is trying to look for an opening, but with a demon in space, I don't think he'll be looking for that barrage anytime soon. But when we saw from the Narcane stats, OK Boomer know how to play around their Pharaoh, so they're going to be looking for that opening. Still, the council doing a great job to keep them at bay. Cable goes right into Narcissus' face, and Gubs takes out Chinflex in the midst of that distraction.
That was
What
a
huge hit.
nasty shot. All the way from the backline, just takes Chinflex out right in the air. Gubs hacks are in fact back on with that Wi-Fi reset.
Back online. I mean, Cable's just doing a great job, just kind of being like, kind of holding the door, holding this high ground here. A shatter out in the back from Captain Ready. Fortunately, does not find too much there as Drill pins back. The barrage is out, double barrage. Darth Ackley does go down, not before taking out Yellow Guy's mech. It's Cable with a bomb in the back. That is 2 for the Diva, and the Council in control.
Yeah, both Pharaoh's barrages just kind of doing a lot of damage there, but weren't able to secure many kills. But Cable with that bomb just perfectly over the top, taking off. What was it? 3 of the OK Boomers? Or sorry, 3 of the Council.
I believe it was 2 in the back. But in either case, it looked like a remech bomb. I didn't think Cable like fully went to launch that, but in either case, it works out. There's now just a minute left on the stack for OK Boomer. And remember, the Council are on match point, so OK Boomer have to break their point 8 here. Otherwise, the best they can hope for is a draw. They do have the ults for it, though. Got the Valkyrie, the window, a ton of options here. The Shadow comes out, but is blocked by Drillbit, who in turn is nanoed. A high noon out in the field as well from Druid, but the Dragon as well from Gubs means that Druid just has to quickly cancel it and roll away. Still, Darth comes out from the other side, takes out Druid very quickly, and the Council are holding so strong here, not even allowing a single tick.
I mean, yeah, I mean, as you said earlier, the Council's showing some amazing gameplay in this match so far.
Yeah, OK Boomer kind of on their last legs here. 20 seconds, they have to pull something out if they want to continue seeing the rest of Eichenwald keeping themselves alive in the series, because a draw is a pretty tough condition to play for, and you don't want to put yourself in that scenario. But Gubs takes out Sox right then before the fight even breaks out. Captain ready, now on the outside of the point, trying to make it, does get the touch, as overtime is now in effect. There is a shatter out from Drill, but catches Captain ready in that side room as Darth is already DMAC yellow guy. Narcissus also taken out by that Pharah, and the celebratory dragon out from Gubs here as Chinflex Druid all meet their demises. It's just Sox trying to keep the point contested, but unfortunately, that is it for OK Boomer's attack.
The amount of ultimates that were just charged in that one round was mind-boggling. I feel like everyone just had their ult every single fight. I see ult meter just go from 0 to 100 within seconds.
Right.
That
I
was
think yeah, I just feel like that's a symptom of like how prolonged the poke phases of each fight were, right? Like neither team was like playing at a super aggressive kind of tempo. They were really spending a lot of time kind of positioning, poking, but when all is said and done, OK Boomer, their attack just kind of fizzles out, unfortunately for them.
I mean, with being in that poke phase, it just kind of allows both teams to be in a neutral fight, and a neutral fight is never what you want, especially if you want to try to win it. And the neutral fight was always just kind of won by the staggers that the counts were able to get before the fight even starts.
Yeah, I mean, what the defense is always going to have an advantage in that scenario, right? Just because of how map geometry works. The defense knows that OK Boomer here have to push through this archway. They have to push through these doors. So in that instance, I mean, it's as the attackers, you want that poke phase to last like the shortest amount possible there. So it doesn't quite work out here for OK Boomer, but they still have a very slim condition, not to win the map, but to draw it here and prolong the series a little bit longer, bring us to a map 4.
And honestly, I'm just kind of mind-boggled that the other teams are playing that fast on Eichenwald, which is kind of what you generically want to do, as you pointed out earlier, Blank.
As a line comp, right? Yeah.
Yeah, you just want to try to get in there because the poke phase always favors the defenders, especially with the map geometry and the fact that defenders have the high ground set up before the attackers can even start walking up. But as we say that, Drobit taking an aggressive position, letting the rest of his team kind of funnel through behind him, already to almost on the point.
Yeah, but his stun will keep that Reinhardt honest as Captain Ready pushes forward. And I mean, now OK Boomer should fully be able to take advantage of that same defensive geometry, but it seems the Council already in good shape here, having de-mech'd rather Yellow Guy. Another stun on Drillbit though, so that Rein has to be a little careful. The pin comes out from Captain Ready, slams Drill against the wall, but Drill with a quick swing is able to take out Cap Ready in turn. Drill takes out Narcissus still, this Ryan. We showed those stats for a reason. He is killing it here with 3 final blows, and that will be it. The take is taken, and the Council take the series 3-0.